The Wuhan virus is not just taking lives, it is taking livelihoods too. The pain will last long after the pandemic is over. The global economy has been battered. Our cover story tonight is about the fate of Indians in Gulf countries. Why them? Because they may have to return without jobs. Let me explain this. The world is bracing for a recession, a double recession some say. Salary cuts and job losses are a reality already. Oil prices dropped again today by 21%. While all economies are being hit, the oil economies will be the worst sufferers. Countries in the Gulf, they are bleeding. And the impact will be felt by those who drive these economies, Indian expats. Indians working in the Gulf face tough times ahead because the Gulf economies are staring at a crash. For West Asia, this crisis is a twin shock. They're struggling due to two reasons. One, the shutdown of the global economy, and two, the plummeting prices of oil. There is no demand. Oil prices have hit rock bottom. There is a cash squeeze. Take a look at this. This website is tracking the live status of tankers worldwide. The red dots that you see, these are anchored tankers. They're carrying oil. They have no destination to reach because there are no takers for oil right now. People are not buying. So thousands of oil tankers are filled up with nowhere to go. Oil prices, as I said, have crashed. What does this mean for oil-producing nations? The same thing, job losses and budget cuts. It has happened before. In 2015, when oil prices had slumped, Saudi Arabia and the UAE had taken some drastic steps. They slashed their budgets and they cut down state spending. Why should India care about any of this? Because Indians will be directly affected. Oil-dependent Gulf nations may be rethinking their policies. Their own citizens might receive state protection. But what about expats? There are no guarantees, no cushions for them. Job losses are almost certain. There are around 30 million foreigners working in the Gulf right now. 30 million. This includes more than 8 million Indians. They constitute over 30% of the expatriate workforce in the Gulf. A large number of Indians in the Gulf are laborers. According to one estimate, around 50% of them are unskilled. 30% are semi-skilled. The region is one of the largest sources of foreign remittances for India too. More than $78 billion was sent from the Gulf to India in the year 2018. Once the job losses begin, the laborers will be the hardest hit. For them, their entire life and livelihood in the Gulf depends on a job. According to a Bloomberg report, job losses will compromise everything, from immigration status to the ability to open a bank account, to rent an apartment, or even get a phone connection. All of this is going to be very difficult. Anything and everything needs the employer's permission. India seems to be anticipating this crisis. Reports say the government has begun preparations to bring back stranded citizens. If the lockdown in India is not extended, flights could begin after the 3rd of May. The government of India has been working overtime to bring stranded Indians home. These expats in the Gulf will also be brought back. But without wages or a job, they face an uncertain future.